There is something about a breakup that a woman is just like, I'm going to become my best self.
Yes. We really only change when we're like sick and tired of our own crap. Don't entertain them.
Yeah, no.
You're going to catch feelings and they're not going to be able to live up to what you want.
Women are very sensitive when that information is coming from another woman.
I think especially for women, we do not hear what men are saying. We do not listen to them. And getting that answer right there, yes, I want kids, or no, I don't. If they say no and you want children, what's the point of going on any more dates?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Just Be Real podcast. I'm your host, Marissa Tong. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode this week. I'm sitting down with returning guest, Miss Lauren Walsh.
Hello. Thank you for having me back. I love our chats.
Yes, me too. Me too.
So excited to come back.
Yes. And I think the people love the episode. Like every time I go back and like watch or look at the views, like our episodes would be like,
Ooh, I love that. Well, we talk about some hot topics.
Yes.
So,
yes.
for the ladies.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And we have some good, hold on, what am I saying?
Some good info.
Yes, we have some good info for y'all today. So we're going to be talking specifically about breakups today. We're going to be talking about stepping into your best self. We're going to be talking about preparing yourself for your partner. And first of all, let's just have Lauren introduce herself in case you guys don't know what she does. You missed the first 2 episodes she was on. Tell us about yourself, Lauren.
Yes, and go back and listen to those too if you haven't.
Exactly.
So I'm Lauren Walsh. I'm a therapist here in Jersey. I have a private practice. I'm also a relationship coach. And I work mostly with women who have all sorts of dating and relationship issues. So maybe they're in a relationship that they're really unhappy in, like constantly finding partners that, are not meeting their needs. Maybe they're single and really unhappy about it and feeling like they're never going to find their person, or they're heartbroken, like all sorts of things. Those are the women that I work with. I kind of help them heal past trauma, and then be able to move forward and find like good partners and just like navigate dating and relationships like a lot more healthy and like in control.
Yes.
So in a nutshell.
Yes. We need her. We need more women like Lauren in our lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no shortage on business.
Yo, because it is, we're going to talk
I'm
about
in
it today.
too, so.
And I think that's the important piece. Like not just having someone give you advice, right? Obviously, like you've gone to school, you are a licensed therapist, so you are qualified to talk about certain things and give certain advice. But I think it hits different when you have actually gone through the things and you're actively working on those things, like kind of practicing what you preach.
I'm in the dating world, right, with my clients.
Yeah.
So.
How's that going?
Not great.
It's all right. It's all right. It's 2025.
I'm missing the beat, though. It's all right.
Good. So let's dive in first because I think right now a lot of women are experiencing just like weird vibes with dating. Like I think a lot of women, they're either wanting to get back into dating, like they've taken a break from it, or they are thinking about a break because it's not really going well. So what's happening in the dating world right now? Like, why are women having such trouble?
I really think that there are so many people in this world that have not dealt with anything from their past, any of their trauma, things from childhood, even past relationships. Like people aren't dealing with it, and those experiences like pile up and then they start to affect you. So that people in the dating world are just really in an unhealthy place mentally. And so a lot of women, because I know a lot of it's men, like men are the most like resistant to therapy. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. And I think that's why women are having such like terrible experiences, like one after another. Like it's really getting to people. That's why people are like detoxing and like refusing to date, and like all these things are happening. It's like one after another.
Yeah. Are you seeing like in your clients more breakups? Are you seeing more just, I guess, frustrations with dating? Like what do you see mostly?
Both. Definitely a lot of heartbreak, but also a lot of single women who are just trying to be happy and like be patient and trust the universe, and just feeling frustrated over and over, like, by thinking they found someone and it's going
Mhm.
really great, and then it falls apart in 1, 2, 3 months, like
Yeah.
those types of situations.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Ooh. So let's talk about the breakup
Hmm.
process, right? Like we've all experienced breakups. They
Hmm.
suck. They're never
They're literally the
easy.
worst, like
Literally
the
the
absolute
worst.
worst.
It really feels like your whole life is just being shifted and shattered like into pieces.
You
Like
have to grieve someone that didn't die. That's You do. And that is not easy to do when that person is walking around alive and well. That's really hard. People underestimate like how hard breakups are. They're the
mhm.
worst.
Mhm. No, they really are.
Mhm.
So what advice would you give to the girl,
Mhm.
the woman, the
We know
baddie?
it's the one.
The
Baddie.
baddie.
Hot girl.
Right. Who just experienced a
Mhm.
breakup or is potentially thinking about, cutting things off,
Mhm.
or maybe they just got broken up with or ghosted on because we're
Yeah.
seeing that a lot
Oh
too.
my God, yes. Yeah, so I would say like the first thing to do, get really clear on like who you want to be. Like what kind of woman do you want to be? What kind of life do you want to have? What do you see for yourself? Like what does the ideal or highest version of you, like what does she do every day? How does she live her life? Like what's her day-to-day look like? Like, and just really get clear on that, and then try to find like little teeny tiny steps and ways that you could take to get towards her, and like act like her now. Like try to figure out how to act like her right now, even if you don't feel, even if she feels like really far away and like, oh, I'm
Mhm.
not there yet. Like we have to start like trying to find ways to make decisions like we already are that highest version of ourselves. That's how we
Yeah.
change.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
can't make decisions like what we're doing now,
Yeah.
and that's going to keep us the same.
Yeah. What about the women who like maybe they have no idea who they are, right? They've
Hmm.
maybe been in a relationship that they've kind of like taken on this role of, I don't know, just like a partner, like I
Hmm.
feel like
Like
a lot of
got lost in a relationship.
yeah,
Yeah,
we see that a lot, like women
all the
losing
time.
themselves and they don't really have an identity. We see that more with like moms, like
Yeah.
they've just taken on this mother role for so long.
Yeah.
How do they find themselves again? Like how do they get back to who they are?
Yeah, you really do have to go through the process of getting to know yourself, because there are so many women that don't even know what they want. They don't even know what they like. They don't even know what they like to do.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't have friends because, maybe they just spent all their time with their partner. So it's really hard because you have to spend a lot of time uncomfortable. Like, I mean, journaling is great, like, so you can like think about, the things that you want, and what you would try if like you didn't have the anxiety and the fear and all of that. But then part of it actually, or the hard part really, is like doing it. So showing
Mhm.
up to certain events or trying something new, taking a new class, like
Yeah.
putting yourself like where the other women are that you want to be
Yes.
friends with, or that you want
Yes.
to be like, putting
Yes.
yourself in those rooms.
Yeah, for
Not easy to
sure.
do.
No, it's not. Oh my god, y'all. So I just bought a brand new pair of professional dance heels from Burju Shoes, and I am completely obsessed. These are not only fashionable, but they're completely, absolutely comfortable. They're so lightweight, they fit my foot like a glove, and my feet are just completely happy. Versus when I first started taking heels classes and teaching heels classes, I was just picking up random heels from department stores, and they were killing my feet. My feet would be swollen, I would have blisters, they would scuff up the floor at the dance studio. So I'm so happy that I came across Burju shoes. These are without a doubt the best heels in the industry, and a few celebrities including Chloe Bailey, J-Lo, and Megan Thee Stallion have been spotted wearing these during their big performances, so they're good. You absolutely need to invest in yourself this year and stop wasting your money on shoes that will only last you a week, girl, okay? If you're looking to level up and get into your heels bag and, just build your confidence, you're gonna need the right shoes. So these shoes will completely level up your dancing and help build your confidence because you're not worried about how your feet feel. Me and my clients have been wearing Burju shoes for a few years, and I'm honestly never gonna switch back. Like, I would never switch back to a department store heel, okay, honey? These shoes are lightweight, stylish, durable, and they come in a variety variety of different heel heights and styles for every different type of dance. The service is incredible, and if you need to exchange a size, they'll quickly help you do that. I do recommend ordering one full size up since these shoes are meant to hug your foot. So check out the amazing selection at burjushoes.com. Use my discount code RISFITKitty. That's RISSFITKITTY to save some cash on your next purchase. And let's get to dancing. I think too, like something for me that has helped me kind of develop into the person, and I'm still, always developing, always growing, but tapping into like my younger self, my childhood self, like who was the little girl with the dreams? Like what did she want to
Yes.
do? And like, yeah, like how can I make her proud?
Yes, because that's who's showing up on dates, by the way. Who's like picking your friends.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
Yes, it's your inner child. So if you don't show her some love and
Yeah.
help her heal from the things that she went through and give her the needs that she didn't get, she's gonna affect you in your
Yeah.
adult life.
Yeah.
She's picking your partners. She's
Mhm.
showing up on dates.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is so scary.
Yeah.
But it's true, right? Like we internalize so much as children, whether that's like things we've seen in our parents, their dynamic,
Absolutely.
or maybe like, our first boyfriend, how he treated us or
Yeah.
whatever, and then like that cycle continues as long as you're not aware of the decisions and the choices, and the people you're attracting.
Yes. Awareness is huge. Like if we can't change anything that we're not aware of. So
Mhm.
awareness is huge.
Yeah.
You get that in therapy, guys.
Yeah.
So hit me up.
Right. No, seriously. I need to find a new therapist. I'm so sad. Yeah, because I freaking moved. So now I have to like find a therapist in a different state. And I was just like, I just got a new therapist before I left.
Oh, really?
I was with her maybe like 3 months because it was just time for me to switch.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we got comfortable. But I think she served her time, like she really like pushed me towards the move too. And yeah. So
Yeah.
I
Oh,
gotta
but
find a new
that's tough when you have to like start over.
I know. It's like I gotta explain this shit again.
I know. You got to tell your story again.
So okay, back to the breakups, right? So what about the woman who's like so bent on getting this man back? She's like, he's definitely like we're definitely meant to be together. I know he's the one. Like, I know he's gonna come back. If you lose something, what's the term like? If you let something go,
like if you like set it free, like it'll
come back to you.
It's meant to be, or something.
Right. And we see that these men are always coming back, but it's like, does that mean that we're supposed to be with them just because they came back?
Absolutely not. Like, I do think that can happen. Like, sometimes timing is not right. Sometimes people are going through things, and sometimes if people genuinely take time to like work on themselves and then they come back with like truly changed behavior, sure, that's wonderful. Like, give it another shot, whatever. But a lot of these men are just coming back when they're not changing. Like, they're just like, well, let me hit her up again.
Oh my God. And it's about to be Mercury retrograde. I don't know when you guys are going to see this, but be prepared.
Oh yeah. But no, we should not be giving chances again or entertaining people unless there's been like true work done and change and time. So no, but I think like a lot of women are they have like they're not really like humanizing these men. Like they're up on pedestals. They're not really seeing them for like who they truly are and what they have to offer in a relationship. They're like being glorified.
And why do we as women tend to do that? Is it when we get intimate with them, we get blinded? Is it that like we see qualities in them that maybe like, because I feel like everyone has good and bad qualities, right?
Absolutely.
So you might focus more on maybe just those good qualities, but you're ignoring like the red flags. You're ignoring the way that they talk to you. You're ignoring the way that they neglect themselves, which is really important. Like them having a healthy relationship with their mom and their sister. I think those are clear red flags that we tend to ignore because we feel like we could fix people. So like, how can we start to pay attention to like the red flags and stop getting into these toxic relationships?
Yeah, we really have to like trust your intuition because we are I shouldn't say we are all, but a lot of us are ignoring a lot of red flags in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
And then what happens is you ignore the red flags because like you like them, you're attracted to them, whatever, you're having fun, and you look over a few red flags like thinking it's not really a big deal, but then you get attached. And now things get worse and the red flags are really showing and like you're really unhappy, but like you're also still like really attached to them and really into them. And now it becomes so hard to leave and walk away because you've fallen in love now. So you need to not you need to cut them when you see the red flags because that prevents you from falling in love.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And look, nobody's going to check every box. Nobody's perfect, but I think we all need to have like a list of some non-negotiables, like deal breakers. Like my person has to have these things, like other things, we're going to have to bend on.
Yeah.
But when they don't have your deal breaker things, you don't entertain them.
Yeah, no.
You're going to catch feelings and they're not going to be able to live up to what you want.
And then now we have like, I don't know if, I guess you would have more insight on this. Like, I don't know if there's more men that are actually narcissists or if it's just more narcissistic behavior that we're seeing. Like,
Yeah, like so narcissism is very tricky. It's very complex, but like think of it as like, like autism. Autism's like a spectrum.
Yeah.
That's how narcissism is. So you can have some traits, but it doesn't mean like you have the full blown like personality disorder and like you're at the far end of the spectrum where like there's like little to no empathy, but you can have some traits. So I think there's certainly a lot of men with narcissistic traits, but mostly it's really trauma and like their attachment issues. Like I know a lot of them are avoidant and they don't have like the level of emotional maturity or intelligence that women have.
Yeah.
And I think it's because they're not taught that when they're kids. So they really don't have space for other people's feelings and they don't really know how to express themselves properly or handle anything. And it's just a big mess.
Yeah, it's definitely messy.
Yes.
One person that I love that we both follow is, I think his name is like Christian.
Christian. I think Christian Walker.
Yes. Christian Walker. Can
every
you please
woman
come on this podcast?
Oh my God.
I need you on this podcast. Like, I know you're in Cali now. Like, let's link up.
You need to go find him.
I do.
Yes.
I think he's in LA.
He is.
So, I don't know. But I love his post because he's like the friend that keeps it real, tells you the things that you don't want to hear, that most women like we hear or we know, and we're just ignoring. Like, I like his concept of just like, you're the prize, you're the princess, like you're not a peasant, like
you're not a love hobo on the side of the road begging for love. He's like, I can't. He's the best person on earth.
He is hilarious, but it's true.
Yes. I literally have gone to his page because, look, I need a pep talk too sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I have to catch myself.
Yes.
I've gone to his page to, like, wake myself up. Like, no, get us together. We're not going to be sad over this.
Honestly. And I feel like sometimes it sounds better. Not that it sounds better, but like women are very sensitive when that information is coming from another woman, right? Versus another man.
Yes.
Like, I feel like women are more likely to listen, either whether he's gay or not, like whatever. But I think just from a male perspective, women are more open to listening.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Whereas like I could be telling my girlfriend like, girl, you need to leave him or whatever. And they're just like, oh, like you're just a hater. Like, like I don't know what it is, but it's so weird.
I know.
It's very weird.
I know. And some people, no matter what, like we all have to make our mistakes. So look, anyone can tell anybody like you got to leave. I don't know what you saw in him. I don't know what you're doing, but it's not bad enough for them yet. Like they have to do their time. And because we really only change when we're like sick and tired of our own crap.
Girl,
so
that part,
that's
part,
when we make the biggest changes. Is when we're like just sick and tired of being this way, with ourselves.
Like, absolutely, or like a rock bottom where like you get to a point where like everything is going shit in your life, or you just, and that I think if you're someone who believes in the universe or God, I do think God sends you clear, visible signs.
100%.
And like, if you keep ignoring those signs, you're just going to keep dealing with the same bullshit.
He will send you the same person in a different body until you fix what you need to fix.
Yeah.
And deal with what you need to deal with.
Yes.
You'll just have the same experience over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Fully agree with that.
Absolutely. So for the women who maybe are a little fed up with dating and they're wanting to take a break, I've taken a break for like the last 2 years just to focus on myself, my mental health, my business. And maybe they're feeling a little too comfortable. They're like, I'm liking this single life, you know, like I'm liking being with myself. It is a little dangerous. It definitely is. So like, I guess my question would be, is that a bad thing to like want to be single and be okay with that and like not really have an interest, at least right now, wherever you are in your life, where you're like, I'm content, like not dating.
No, I don't. I think that's an amazing thing. I think sometimes for certain people, they could just be telling themselves that over and over and over again because deep down they have a belief like there isn't anyone out there for me and it's not going to happen. So I'm just going to like pretend that I don't want a relationship and that this is fine. So I think for those people who are kind of not being fully truthful, like there's some work there that needs to be done because obviously if you have that limiting belief, like, you know, you're not going to find your person. But I think like being fully content with your life and happy single, like that's amazing because you're going to be selective when you do meet someone.
Yes.
Like, are they really going to add to my life? I don't know. Like I have it real good right now.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to really add anything. I'm not going to entertain this person. So it's a great thing if you can get to that point.
Yeah, I think it is a little dangerous, and not in a bad way. I'm just saying dangerous dangerous for the men. I feel bad for y'all.
I know
because the women are like, honey, like I'm living my best thing
up like left and right. Like
it's crazy.
I know. Even like after breakups, it's like I don't even know how we're better, but like we just become better.
There is something about a breakup that a woman is just like, I'm going to become my best self.
Yes.
It's like revenge success.
No,
revenge
it's already great. And now how did you even get even better? Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
It is. No, it really is.
It really is.
I feel like a heartbreak kind of gives that spark for like a glow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like when you get to that point and like where you love your life so much and like you're super happy, like I feel like you find less people in the world. And like you might like go long periods of time where you're not dating or, you know, seeing anybody, but the people that you do meet, even if it doesn't end up working out, I feel like they're a higher quality. So I do think, and I think that's way better than just being able to say like, I have a date every week or something.
Yeah, I think so. And I think too, we could talk about this a little bit, like vetting out, you know, like when we are going back into the dating world, having these standards and the lists, you know, like having those boxes and again, knowing all your boxes aren't going to be checked off, but like, how do we stand on business, right? Like you might find that person where like maybe the physical attraction is there where it's more like, cause I don't know, like for me, like physical attraction it's important.
And it's usually the first thing because you don't know anything about the person yet. So it's usually the first thing that we feel.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Ladies, it is officially glow up season. Spring is here, and if you're feeling anything like I'm feeling, I am so ready to just pour into myself, to create new routines, to wake up earlier. I don't know, like this new energy is just coming over me. And I know how important it is for me to take time for myself in order for me to reach my goals, have energy to give to others, and to really just do my job, to show up to this podcast, to teach dance classes. It's really important for me to take time to recharge. That's the reason why I created Real Hot Retreats, because more women need to understand the importance of taking a break, taking time to really just be with themselves, to be with other women, to soak up nature. And so I want to invite you to take a little bit of time for yourself this year and come on one of my next retreats. dates. If you're looking to tap more into your feminine energy, to soften up, to really heal from things that you might have gone through in the past couple years, I would highly recommend the Goddess Retreat in Greece. So we're going to be spending a few nights in Mykonos and then hopping over to the beautiful island of Andros to get some real, authentic Greek living experience. This is going to be so fun. We're going to be doing dance classes. We have journaling workshops. We're going to be exploring Greece, soaking up the goddess energy that these islands have to offer. This is going to be an amazing time for you to really just soften, to be with yourself, to connect with who you truly are, and to prepare for this next season of your life. Spring is a really good time to rebirth, to renew, to restore. And what's a better place to do that other than Greece? So I would invite you to come travel with me from May 7th to the 13th. We do have a few spots still available. So if you're interested in booking, you can actually get $200 off this month with the code Women's Month. It is Women's Month. Okay, so I want to give y'all a little incentive to do something for yourself. Take some time for yourself. You deserve it. Okay. And if you're not able to travel with us this May, then we do have the Unmasking Retreat coming up in Seattle, Washington. That's going to be from August 8th to 11th. Now, this is a retreat specially curated for women of color. So Black, Brown, Hispanic, Asian, Indian women who are in marginalized groups. You know, they deal with a lot of things on the day-to-day, whether that means discrimination, whether that looks like not getting the same opportunities or the same pay as other people, or just having to deal with other people's nasty comments or energies, or maybe just not finding a safe space to truly be yourself and to show up as yourself. That's what this retreat is for. It's about removing the mask, showing up truly as yourself, being able to release, being able to let yourself just be and heal and enjoy. Us women of color, especially Black women, we really need more joy into our lives. We take on a lot, right, energetically, but also just taking on roles in the households and always being the person to do everything, you know, the person to show up for everyone. So this is a retreat for you to just come and be taken care of and receive that princess treatment that we are talking about all season, okay? So come treat yourself. Use that same code for $200 off Women's Month, and I hope to see you there. All right, back to the show. What are the questions that women should be asking on dates?
Ooh, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
I say you want because I know there's like a lot of women that are afraid to like bring up like too serious of topics on like the first couple dates because they don't want to be too much. And I'm not saying like on the first date, like you have to ask if they want to be married or whatever. But I do think asking like questions with some kind of emotional depth or like having serious conversations are good because you want to know how they even tolerate like that question. Like if you ask them, I don't know, something like about how they were in a past relationship, something maybe they wanted to change or something they learned about themselves or whatever. If they're not able to answer that and you kind of like stumped them, that right there is kind of like a sign like, he doesn't really reflect. He's not really able to answer that. That right there tells you a lot.
Yeah.
And if he's able to say like, oh, I was, like way too hot-headed or I wasn't as supportive as like I should have been, like that shows like reflection, growth. So things like that are important.
What about like finances? Like, should we be asking, like, what's your credit score? Or like, I don't know, like,
I probably wouldn't ask that, but I think like asking like questions around like what he wants for his future. Like, does he have goals? Like, what kind of life does he want to live? Like, does he have like a dream vacation? Like things like that. Like you want to just see like, is this person going to be on my level?
Yeah.
Do we want the same things?
Yeah.
If you like love to travel or like your goal is to be able to like travel all over the place with your partner, and then they're like, no, that's not really, I don't even have a passport or like, things like that. Like you're probably not going to be a match.
That's important.
Mm-hmm.
What about like kids? Should we be asking about like, Do they want
Yeah.
kids?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. People would disagree with me. I think having those conversations are important because it weeds out the people that aren't for you.
Yeah.
Like if you're on your like second or third date, yes, that's soon to be talking about kids, but like you could still bring it up. You're not necessarily saying like, oh,
Mhm.
it's with us. Like you're just feeling for information. Like, do you want this too? Like whatever. And getting that answer right there, yes, I want kids or no, I don't. If they say no and you want children, what's the point of going on any more dates? There's literally
Exactly.
no point. Like
Exactly.
you're just gonna now attach to this person who doesn't want what you want, and you're gonna be so sad in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. Other people would say like do it for the plot and like it's an experience and like look, do
No.
you? But I
No.
personally feel like that's great. Well, let me just weed this person out because it's
Yeah.
not going to work.
Yeah. I think men and women
Mhm.
can believe that they can change someone. I
We-
think that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
we
can
do.
they can change someone's mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a big problem. I think especially for women, we do not hear what men are saying. We do not listen to them. But we don't like when they tell you like I don't feel this way, I don't want to do that, I can't be this. We have to believe them.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm talking to myself too
no,
because
it's true.
sometimes I struggle with this too, but we have to believe what they say.
Yeah,
Like if
it's
they say they're not enough for you and they can't meet your needs, they can't.
Even body language, I think, like being
Mhm.
able to read body language, is he opening the door for you when you first go out? Like,
Mhm.
is he ordering before you get there? Like, it's
Mhm.
just like small things, like picking up on someone's like morals, values,
Mhm.
their personality, like I think is really important, those small
Mhm.
little things.
Yeah, even asking about family, like
Yes.
what's family relationship like? That's I think important.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, girl, this has been such a good conversation as
Love it.
always.
Always love it.
Yes. Can you please tell the people where they can find you on social media?
Yes, you could find me at Be Kind to Your Mind Counseling NJ. You could also find me at BeKindToYourMindCounseling.com. I also have a podcast, Let's Go Girls, available on Spotify and Apple. You can find me all over.
Yes. Tune into the podcast if you are a girly who needs a pep talk and you need some advice, relationship advice, confidence advice. Like, please tune in because Lauren be giving all the tips.
Yes, drop a lot of gems.
Yes.
And thank you so much for having me back.
Of course.
Love our combos.
Anytime, girl. Anytime. Thank
So
you
much
guys
fun.
so much
Thank
for
you.
tuning in today. If you guys aren't already following us on Instagram, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Wristfit Kitty, Let's Just Be Real Pod. We have our new YouTube account, Let's Just Be Real Pod. We just post like clips on there, highlights, and full episodes on my personal account, Marissa Tong. So if you aren't subscribed but you're watching, what are you doing? Subscribe.
Subscribe.
It's free.
It takes
free.
a second.
Exactly. Literally. So thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate y'all. Rate us and review on Spotify or Apple if you're loving the episodes. And we'll see you in another one.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.